Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here in the mini mighty tropolis of Marnie, Iowa. We are at Baxter Cycle. Look what they laid out for us today. Look at this absolutely beautiful motorcycle. This one's got a few miles on it, but look what it has on it. The Magic Zard. Magic Zard pipe, my favorite pipe. Absolutely gorgeous. You know what? Let's take that smoker for a ride. Wahoo! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! It just gets better and better every day. That is that Zard, 2-into-1 pipe. Look at how that tack just jumps. Check it out. Phenomenal, phenomenal. 6-speed transmission, torque assist clutch, 1200 cc, 100 horsepower, 83 foot-pounds of torque. That's 112 newton meters. Boy, that sounds good. I like it a lot. If you're all in the market for a new or used Royal Enfield, Triumph, British bike of any type, get yourself down here to Baxter Cycle in the mighty mini-tropolis, or is it mighty-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa. They've got it all. I love the mirrors. You know what, we're going to go on the highway first. Handling is superb. It's a wonderful motorcycle. 478 pounds, 213 kilograms, I believe. That's wet weight. Insane. This thing jumps. This thing jumps. Oh, holy cow. What a grin. What an absolute grin. That is enough of that. That is absolutely enough of that. But look at this. Look at this turning. I think it's a 55.6 inch wheelbase. I'm not sure the millimeters. That was a rev limiter. Crazy fast. I want. This thing is insane. Look at the beauty of this whole area. The engine is absolutely fabulous. Torque is unbelievable. The horsepower is just right up there. It really howls. It really makes a noise. Zard is, not only is the quality of the pipe just phenomenal, but the sound is always the best with the Zard. They're one of my favorite companies. Look at that handling. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. I like it. I like it a lot. We're going to take it easy. We don't want to rile the natives. This is a true performance motorcycle. This will do anything. That pipe is just wow. The brakes are phenomenal. 320 millimeter disc, Brembo, M50s, monoblocks on the front, ABS of course. Boy, she picks up speed good. The rear, I think, is a 220 Nissan with a dual pot. All aluminum swing arm. I think the frame is steel. I can't remember the fuel tank size. I think that's 3.6 gallons. Nobody behind us. Look at that, huh? Look at that. I love it. Love it. Look at this orange color. I think that's called Baja Orange. I love this little Monza cap. Below it is another cap that locks. Yeah, I'm just absolutely smitten with these gauges. I have a Bonneville myself and I just love that look. These things are rolling art with all the performance to back it up. Marzucci forks in the front, 43 millimeter. Inverted, by the way. You know what, let's go, let's take this thing back. It's quite a machine. Anybody coming? Nope. Let's do the old spin test here. The center of gravity is a little high compared to something like a RE650 Interceptor or something like that. But it's also a taller bike. I think the seat is 805 millimeters or something like that. It could be beautiful, beautiful. You just turn the gas a little bit and you're being pulled. I mean, it's got some torque. I think you can stand this up pretty easily. This is a true sports machine. Just fabulous. And we are going to take her home. There's too much trouble to be had with this one. Wow. I am so impressed with this motorcycle. So impressed. You know, lately we've been starting with the pipes, and again I'm going to do it here. Beautiful Zard pipe. Check that thing out. Little heat shield there for the foot. Gorgeous. Look at that work. Look at that. Beautiful Italian workmanship. Absolutely gorgeous welds. Very good coloring on it. Phenomenal sound. Y'all heard that. Check it out on this side. Wow. Just amazing. This has got to be one of my ultimate favorite motorcycles. I know I say that about a lot of bikes, but this one really, really grabs you by the poo-poo. It's just an amazing bike. Fabulous, fabulous thing. So it's a 1200cc liquid cooled. There's a radiator. It's got a custom guard on the front. 4 valve per cylinder, single overhead cam. Pops out 100 horsepower about, 83 foot-pounds of torque. It's 112 newton meters. It does that because it has 12.1 to 1 compression. 270-degree cranks. You've got that wop-wop sound. I just can't get over this engine. I just can't get over it. It's a high power, you know, HP motor. That means it has about 20% less rotating mass. It just spins up incredibly well. It's phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. I just don't know what else to say. 6-speed transmission. They call it torque assist. I don't know what that means, but I can tell you that it works fabulously well. You know, and of course, being a Triumph, everything is, all the little pieces are just done right. Look at that kickstand. Even says Triumph on it. You know, everything is just beautiful on this thing. What a machine, what a machine. Jumping up here, it's got the 320mm brakes, disc brakes, dual disc. They're full floating. I mean, just look at that. Just absolute art. Brembo M50s, monoblocks, ABS, by the way. That means there's 4 pistons. This is one giant chunk of metal, radially mounted, by the way. One giant chunk of metal, and the advantage of that is if you have layers of metal that are bolted together, the heat has a harder time radiating out and getting away from the brake pads. So this should run better, cooler. It's also stronger. This wonderful Marzucci fork, 43 millimeters, 4.7 inches of travel. I had that 120 millimeters, by the way, of travel. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? And I love the way it's protected by this fender, that little shorty fender. I love that front. You know, look at that rim. Just gorgeous. It looks so light, and it is. By the way, 17 is front and back. The front is a 120/70/17, and these are Messlers on this bike. And the rear is a 160. Let's take a look at that. 160/60/17. Again, just fabulous tire, and boy, did they grip. The rear is a 220mm disc, by the way, and I think that's a Nissan. Sure. Aluminum swing arms, and these swing arms are always art to me. I just love the way they look. You know, the little bit of the pipe in the way there, but well, the pipe's good looking too. But check that out. Just the whole back end is gorgeous. The whole front end is gorgeous. Everything about it's gorgeous. Wheelbase on this hot rod, 55.6 inches. That's 1,413 millimeters. Seat height in stock form, which it looks like it is anyway, 31.9 inches. That's 809 millimeters. Fuel tank, 3.8 gallons. That's 14.5 liters. And the weight, and this is just the amazing part, this is wet weight, 476 pounds. It's 216 kilos. That's wet weight. And look at that back end. LED turn signals, taillights, all incorporated. That little shorty fender. I just love the way this looks. That flat looking seat, just a beautiful thing. You know, I don't think it needs a tail tidy. I think that is absolutely beautiful the way it is. So let's take a look at the details. We already talked about the tire, the forks. Check out this headlight, you know, black bucket, giant light, little Triumph symbol in there. Those bugs just haven't been cleaned off yet. Again, with the LED turn signals. Looks like we've got a Brembo caliper for the brake, by the way, and adjustable. And same with the clutch. This is adjustable as well. Let's keep down with the bottom part here. Got the big Triumph heart, the timing point covers, the point cover right here. Of course, there's no points over there anymore. This is just a phenomenal machine. You know, it looks like it's air cooled, but it's actually liquid cooled right there. It's just a fabulous, fabulous thing. I love the way all this looks. I love the tank. I just love that color. I hope that's coming out in the video. This is available in 3 colors new, and that would be jet black, the matte Baja orange, which is what this is. That is matte. Absolutely. And then hopper red. Monza cap, lockable insert. Now checking up here, We've got the, already talked about the adjustable levers, clutch and brake, information button there, mode button, blinkers, and like any good Triumph, I always say it, blinkers are excellent. Horn button, jumping over to this side, kill switch, run switch, start button, all in one switch. It's a rocker switch, hazard lights, fly-by-wire right here, and there's different modes to this bike, and we'll get into that here in a minute. Front brake reservoir, of course, it's a Brembo caliper for the front brake. Isn't that just gorgeous? I just love that. Look at that speed twin. I mean, just all the little details are just right, you know. And then of course coming to this, got the stainless steel looking, you know, the domed glass, stainless steel around the edge on this aluminum, you know, brushed aluminum holder, and then of course the Triumph single right there. Isn't that just gorgeous? Let's turn those on, all the lights, traction control, fuel. You can actually turn off the traction control on this bike if you want. ABS light, oil, just gorgeous, just gorgeous. Using the information button, I think that'll change the values down here. Just keep an eye on that. Time, traction control on and off, odometer, trip 1, trip 2, miles per gallon, time. I want to go back and look at something here real quick. 353 miles on this bike. This is a brand new bike. This is a brand new motorcycle in that sense. Okay, on this side it's a fuel gauge. It says road mode right now. We're going to use this button here, the mode button. Keep an eye on this down here below the fuel gauge. Sport mode. We had this in road mode and I was having an insane amount of fun. Rain mode and road mode. And we're going to go ahead and leave it in road mode. Anyway, just fabulous. Fabulous. I am in love. You know, look at these little brackets here. These Marzucci forks, if you rub these, there's little texture details that are just phenomenal. You got to get down to Baxter Cycle and check something like this out. These bikes are just, the details, I just can't get those across to y'all. I mean, I can tell you about them, but you got to see them. Like right here, there's a, I don't know if you can see that there, but there's a difference there, you know, and it carries on down, you know, and just the quality of the workmanship, you know, so Triumph-esque, I've been calling it. Just a fabulous machine. Twin shocks on the back. They're adjustable for preload. I don't know if they're adjustable for anything else. The front shocks are not adjustable either, but boy, they did handle like a dream. I am in love. I love, you know, look at this. The Triumph on the back here, you know, just Triumph here. It's just every little detail is thought out and done right. And she is an absolutely beautiful bike, my friends. Absolutely beautiful. I can't believe the low miles. That is a real shock. And look at the bar end mirrors, by the way. I don't know if that's stock or if that's an add-on. But on this bike, they work excellent. Check that out. Isn't that just a gorgeous view? I love it. I love it. Just a wow. Hey, if y'all are interested in this motorcycle or a new or used Triumph, Royal Enfield, or British classic bike of any type, get yourself down here to Marnie, Iowa, the mini mighty tropolis of Marnie, Iowa. Talk to Jeremy or Randy or Mark. They can help you out. Now, it's a nice sunshiny day here, and I think I can get one more motorcycle ride in for the day. Y'all do the same. Wahoo!